Did you feel the shift? Did you feel the changes that were actually taking place the last days? Because I do, and it's pretty crazy, right? I feel like something happened. I'm not exactly sure what. It could be the Aquarius energy. It could be related to the new moon we just had. It's definitely not weak. It's strong. And I listened to old music. I was cleaning up the house and I just had Spotify on, and I saw this 2014 to 2016 playlist, and I started to listen to it. And it is crazy how much the world has changed, because sometimes music has this unbelievable power to bring you back in a different time, which is crazy if you think about it. And you know, everything is energy, and you can actually revisit time by just stepping into the same frequency that you were when you were in that time. And I sometimes do that, which is not always good if you go and revisit the frequency of trauma, you know, because your body can, of course, we all know that, relive it. But sometimes I like to do it, you know, because I can always go back in my new energy. And the energy of us is never, I don't feel like the energy of anyone is ever constant. There are a lot of things, you know, for me, it's definitely ever changing. One day I have really high energy, the next day it's not that high. It is changeable, you know, and you're never stuck in one frequency. So that's a message. If you feel like you're stuck at the moment and things are never changing, no, that's not possible. It's not possible. Things are always and constantly changing, evolving. Everything. Even the relationship you got with everyone, it's always changing. There's nothing under our control. It's a fake belief that we have anything under our control. I don't even believe we can control ourselves 200%. Anyway, that wasn't the topic, but maybe that was something that was really, you know, important for someone to hear. So I think the changes, there's something that changed. I tell you my feeling about it, and I tell you what I got. It feels like people were not respecting something, and now they do. You know what I mean? Because that's really private, but I felt like this in my own life. For me, the topic boundaries, learning to, you know my boundaries and showing them, and having people respecting them. It took time, because when I was younger, I had no boundaries. I didn't even know what it was. So when I started having them, the outside world would react really weird to it, because they weren't used to it. And I felt like boundaries were my topic for 2025. Definitely. That was the number one theme I was, working on. And it's so crazy, because now I feel like it's having its fruits, I placed the seeds in the earth, and now it's like blooming, and it slowly but surely is carrying the fruits, and that's crazy, because I can really feel it, and I can feel it I can feel the way the people talk to me. I can feel it on my phone, the messages. Like sometimes I woke up and I had like 15 messages, 15 texts. And some people might be happy about it, but for me, that shit stresses me out. It creates that big pressure, and I hate it. I really don't like it. And now it's like my phone is quiet. And for some people that would be like, FOMO, oh my God, what's going on? For me, it's like, peace. Because I moved out. I moved away from the place I lived. I moved to France. And I wanted to build up my own life besides my family and the people, my friends. They're still a part of my life, but not in the way they were before. And that's really healthy, because I I feel like I didn't have the boundaries, and now I got them up, and people start to respect them, even people I never thought they would. All right, so that was a little chit chat, you know. But I just wanted to tell you that I feel like everything we did in 2025 is now coming full circle. There's a big energy shift, and even if you feel stuck, this energy gonna resolve it, and it's gonna bring new stuff. And it's not gonna be easy, by the way. It's not gonna be easy. This is not like you get it and it falls into your lap. This is like discipline. This is like, okay, slowly but surely the new year is starting. Fuck all the people that had their how do you call it, revolutions, New Year resolutions, because they're already out of it. I met a lot of people. They were like, you know, I saw them a few days before New Year's, and they were like, I'm gonna I'm gonna stop smoking, I'm gonna la 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 la. I saw them, they were smoking. I was like, what's going on? That's not a good idea. Start slow. Our bodies and our like heritage, the people in the past, our, how do you call it, ancestors, they knew that this time is the time to rest. It's the time to rest. Slowly but surely, when the sun is coming out more, the days are getting longer, you can start to work again. But January wasn't a month where they were like, okay, let's start everything new. That wasn't the thing. That's just our new society, our system, economics, whatever. So start slow, but start. Little things, little routines. You can, right now, it's the perfect time to have the discipline. You gotta have discipline this year. You're not gonna come far without discipline. And I'm not talking about doing like a 3 hours run every day. No, I talk about the little things. You know, little plus little plus little plus little equals big fat thing, you know. And that's the vibe, you know. Yeah, that was the message, guys. Tell me how you are doing. Tell me what's going on in your life. Do you feel the shift? Can you feel it too? It would be really nice to hear that, so I won't feel like I'm going crazy at the moment. And have a good one. See you soon.